China's foreign ministry has condemned the signing of the U.S. so-called the 2020 Uyghur Human Rights Policy Act. It says the legislation deliberately slanders the human rights situation in Xinjiang and its interference in China's internal affairs. The ministry says the core of the Xinjiang issue concerns fighting both terrorism and secession. After 1.5 years of legislative process, on Wednesday evening, U.S. President Donald Trump signed the bill which sanctions China regarding its policies in the Xinjiang Uygur Autonomous Region. About the Uyghur issue, I'm joined by Victor Gao, Chair Professor from Soochow University. Chinese State Councilor Yang Jiechi in Hawaii just talked to the U.S. Secretary of State Pompeo. According to the press release and information related to the meeting, there seems to be an opportunity also for Mr. Yang to talk about the Xinjiang Uyghur issue with his American counterpart. Now, the question really is, Mr. Gao, what will be the nature of the issue of Xinjiang in the relationship between these two countries, China and the United States? Should that be an issue?
Well, the meeting between Mr. Yang Jiechi of China and Michael Pompeo of the United States in Hawaii is very, very important. For quite some time, the leaders of the two countries have not been talking with each other. And this is bad for China, this is bad for the United States, this is also bad for the whole world, for China and the United States. More dialogue, more discussions, more negotiations there are, the better for the two countries, as well as for world peace and stability. Very unfortunately, in the middle of this very important diplomatic discussion in Hawaii between Mr. Yang Jiechi and Mr. Michael Pompeo, President Donald Trump stole the blow and signed this bill into act, constituting a blatant and very serious violation of China's sovereignty. And timing cannot be worse. And I think this leaves Mr. Yang Jiechi with no other option but to condemn the U.S. action, to condemn the U.S. interference in China's sovereignty, and to reiterate the whole Chinese people and Chinese government's determination of fighting against the three evils and to bring stability and peace and unity to people of all ethnic groups in Xinjiang.
And Mr. Gao, tell me more about your analysis of the strong reaction from the Chinese Foreign Ministry regarding the U.S. President signing into act about Xinjiang Uyghur issue from China.
The Chinese Foreign Ministry has strongly condemned President Donald Trump's signing into law this Uyghur Act. And this is a blatant violation of China's sovereignty, and this has created a lot of indignation among the Chinese people against this very wrongful act by the United States. And this is not going to help the situation in Xinjiang. We know that Xinjiang is bordering with 8 foreign countries, including Afghanistan, where the war launched by the United States has been raging on for almost 20 years. And the spillover of terrorism, extremism into Xinjiang is, for the record, everyone with the decency of mind can have a look and come to his or her own conclusion. And China has the sovereign right in maintaining its sovereignty and territorial integrity and in fighting terrorism, extremism, as well as separatism. This is the mega trend in China, and whatever the United States is doing cannot distract the Chinese people from this very important mission of fighting against the three evils in Xinjiang.
Mr. Gao, final question. As the U.S. election has already begun, we all over the world have felt its effect. Everything become a political game and a political tool. In that regard, how calm should China be when the other side is trying to provoke and try to bring China as the football in their internal political game?
Well, I think as far as China is concerned, China needs to maintain its stability, keep calm, refuse to be agitated, and I think the whole world has witnessed lots of ups and downs in the United States, and the credibility of the U.S. government under President Donald Trump is being more and more withered. And eventually, I think the whole so-called leadership of the United States is being undermined, not from outside, but really from the inside, and very much from the very top of the U.S. government. I think the situation in the United States probably will be even worse or more turbulent between now and the election day in November, or even till January the 20th, 2021. And I think we should be on full alert as to the turbulence and the instability and uncertainty coming out from the United States, especially from the White House. Right. This is unfortunate, but this is life in the United States.
Victor Gao, Chair Professor of Soochow University, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
And that's all the time we have for today. If you'd like to see more, you can certainly search World Insight or check out our YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook accounts. I'm Tian Wei. On behalf of the team, thanks for watching. Bye for now.